everybody? Old School NYC Gamer here once again, and May has arrived. And you know what that means? Every weekend, the yard sales are going to be out and about. And, you know, heading over to a couple right now. Now, this is a couple of tips I can give you guys. Of course, you know, when you see the whole yard sale ads where they say no early birds, it doesn't hurt to get there just a little early. Just don't be so obvious yet you're there for the sale. If you're about a couple of houses away and you see them setting up, just wait. And if you see a couple more people flocking, that's when you pounce and, you know, check on the sale. The other tip I could give you, stoop sales. Even though they're mostly local, you know, if you're in the bigger cities, stoop sales themselves, like the one I'm going to, they're actually going to have, I believe, 5. So I might find something, I might find nothing. So hopefully there'll be something there. And then there was another sale that I'll talk about in a bit. It's kind of weird and funny how the second sale might be. But without further ado, I think I see the train coming in. So let's cut over to the first clip and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I do apologize everybody for not showing you any footage from last clip. Basically, in a nutshell, it was a 5-family stoop sale. The only thing they had that was anything remotely interesting in gaming was a bunch of Xbox controllers and a couple of PlayStation 2 controllers. Really wasn't really interested in that, but the kid came out with a DS Lite, brand new. I believe it was a blue color, but he was asking a little too much. I, honestly gave him what really it should sell for. But it looked like it was in mid condition. I know he really will sell it. But I'm honestly looking over at the next stoop sale I was talking about. This gentleman's within my neighborhood actually, and apparently he has like tons of comics, knickknacks, all kinds of crazy stuff. So let me see what he has. Hopefully he might have some video games, but we won't know till we ask. So let's check it out.
If anyone here in the audience has been offended by anything I might have said or done during the course of my time entertainment, I would know sincerely from the bottom of my heart. I don't give a shit.
Well, you lose some, you might win some, but it definitely didn't really score that much today. Long story short, they really only had, the guy only had really like a lot of old comic books, a lot of vinyl, stuff like that. Nothing I was super majorly impressed in. I mean, he had a couple of good records and whatnot, but that was to the least extent of it. But spoke with him a little bit off camera, and apparently he said he might have some games. At least the worst case scenario, he did give me his number, and I don't live too far from him, so there's a plus right there. Hopefully he might have something for me down the line, during the next coming weeks, hopefully before the summer. And yeah, that's about it. So the next stop that I plan on going to, this is actually going to be tomorrow, so we're going to be flash forwarding over to the next day, is add us on Craigslist. And apparently this guy has tons and tons of collectibles, meaning toys, video games, stuff like that. So hopefully he's not exactly trying to pull the whole eBay pricing as I was at the last yard sale last weekend, where this guy was like pricing stuff via eBay. Hopefully he might find something good enough that, for a good price. Mind you, yard sales are yard sales, not exactly retail stores. So without further ado, let's flash forward deep into Brooklyn and hopefully get some footage of that next sale, and I'll see you in a bit. Okay, everybody, so this is day 2 of game hunting, and basically right now I'm actually out in, I believe, the flatlands of Brooklyn. It's pretty deep in this borough. Now, of course, I did look through Craigslist last night and saw 3 more places. One way behind me, and there's one near my house, and then there's one not too far from here either. So I'm gonna try to hit all 3 up and try to make it a short day today. And of course, I'm kind of bending the rules when it comes to you know, the no early birds rule. Well, I see it like this: when some people do post saying the specific time they're gonna start, and then they're gonna open up earlier, that screws everybody else over. So I'm gonna kind of just fight fire with fire and show up a little early and see what I can find. So without further ado, let's check this first place out and see what we can find. I see a Sony PS3 here. Looks like to be in decent condition, but we don't know, you know, if it has the OLED at death or anything like that. And from asking the guy, he said there were some games in here, but he's not sure. So I'm probably gonna have to look through these as quick as I can. See if I can find any kind of games, period. Hopefully maybe some Dreamcast games or PS1 games. So let me see what I could find. Hopefully I'll find something in this big pile. So out of this huge pile here, everybody, this is what I've seen so far. It's SSX for PlayStation 2. It's a bunch of PS2 titles, except John Madden Football 93 and The Hustle Detroit Streets. Now, he's actually asking 5 per. Honestly, look, honest, for what we're seeing around here, it's not really that good. But the only reason why I was intrigued by this John Madden game is if you look right here, it's the limited first round EA edition. So you ask me, people, is this honestly worth $5? Because it actually does come with the manual, which is a little faded right there, but it comes with the warranty card and some of that other stuff, and the card seems to be in pretty good condition. So if this is worth anything, I mean, really, people, I really am intrigued to find out. Let me know. Exactly the same computer I use at home. Saw a bunch of old cameras here. Sorry, I honestly don't know what the value of these are and what we would really be asking. But I saw this. It's a 4-switcher. Definitely used for the games. He was asking $10 for this, and that's honestly not worth $10, especially when it's in this kind of condition. This old Bell & Howell camera. Seen better days. I actually remember this too, and they used to do the commercials for this in the 80s. Can't even imagine what he'd be asking for the weed that actually is in there. Well, that first stop was a bust. You know, some of the stuff he didn't have wasn't that bad, but to be quite honest, he really was asking too much. Once again, I can understand that some people want to make a buck, but $5 per game, not really feeling that. Plus, a switcher like that, I honestly would have offered him 4 at best for that, because in the condition it was in, you know, I wouldn't even know if it was going to work or not. But, you know, Radio Shack products aren't so bad, but, you know, I still was intrigued by that Madden 93 cart, the first round EA edition. And yeah, it's quite breezy, so I do apologize if you hear a lot of that in the background right now. So we're gonna head over to the second stop on my trek here. Hopefully you can find something a little better, and just making sure the bus isn't going to miss me here. But yeah, this is all part of you know, when you go game hunting, especially when you don't have a car and you're doing the public transit deal. It kind of sucks, but you got to do what you got to do. So let me head over to the second place. Hopefully it might be something a little better, and get some footage for you, so let's check it out. next sale was a bust. I just got a notification on my iPhone saying that they just canceled it, which kind of sucked because I literally was about 4 blocks away when I got the email for that. So, long story short, we're gonna hit the third and final flea market up. Actually, it's not really a yard sale. I believe it's more of a flea market. And this guy has quite a bit of stuff listed that I saw on Craigslist. So, hopefully this one, you know, third time's a charm, as they always say. And let's head over there. Let me see if I can film a little bit. Hopefully I can show you a little bit of what's there, and I'll be right back. Yeah, he's got a lot of comics here. And from speaking to the guy, he actually told me he's selling them for, I believe, $1. So that's actually not a bad deal at all. Here's a PS2 right here. Star Wars Jedi Fighter. Castlevania. Land of Innocence. Robotech Invasion, Star Wars Battlefront 2. Too bad this isn't the Xbox version. That's the one I would get. I know that one's going pretty pricey these days. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you win some, you lose some. You know, that's what I always say. But never give up on a good deal, you know. To be quite honest, you know, he actually was offering, you know, some pretty good deals, and he was even, you know, letting me shoot offers at him. But honestly, you know, I do have a lot of this stuff. I do have quite a few of those games. A lot of those games were not crap. So even if I offered them $2, $3 a game, that's still pretty good. But I didn't go away totally empty-handed. I did get, I'm not mistaken here, F1 pole position for the Nintendo 64. Like, I am a pole position fan, so, you know, I offered him $1.50 for it. So, you know, like I said, it's not the best week this weekend, you know, for the finds, but some of the footage, you know, I just wanted to show, you know, from my perspective, you know, what it's like to go game hunting, especially, you know, when you're doing a lot of it on foot and you're doing the mass transit deal. But like I said, you know, we're in May, and, you know, still pretty early in the season for garage sailing, yard sailing, flea market finds, all that other stuff. So, you know, there you go. So once again, everybody, thank you very much for watching. And all my new subscribers, thank you for checking out my content. You know, everybody out there, always feel free to check out some of the content I have that I've been uploading over the last few months, you know, and see what you think of it. So once again, everybody, thank you. And don't forget to check me out on Facebook and on Twitter and on DailyMotion. That's about it. Have a good one, everybody, and take care. Cheers.